So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And he was quick to react. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Luka Modric. He's someone, Peter, who reads the game that little bit quicker than everyone else. He's got fantastic technique too.
Palmer! Superb goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Can he spark a counter here? What a throw in. And here's Correa. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's found a way through. Oh, that's nice. He's had it taken off him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. In with a header! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, another save.
Yeah, while he won't be happy with some of the defending in front of him, he can hold his head high. That was a fantastic stop.
Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Paris Saint-Germain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Partey. Back into the middle. Koundé picks it up out wide. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. And the shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. It's their second corner of the game, and it's been taken short. Another corner. Any better luck this time round? Paris Saint-Germain have their third corner. Now it's Modric. Nice control. Climbs up big! Decent enough try.
Lewandowski did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Dani Olmo. Well, that's well spotted. Golovin. And it's Correa. Paris Saint-Germain are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Oh, shooting chance! He scores! They are right back in business.
Oh, listen, the writing was on the wall. It looked like this was going to happen, and it has.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, the keeper has every right to have a moan at his defenders for that, because they never got tight to the score. Simple as.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Gets a good foot in there. Modric. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Palmer, Daniel... Can he finish? Goal! Manchester United! And they get themselves in front!
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Manchester United take the lead. And he's there to retrieve it. Robertson gets over and intercepts. Partey. And Koundé. Valverde goes steaming forward. Oh, super find. And the ball's a good one here. Koundé. Modric. Now it's Lewandowski.
Correa really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Dani Olmo. Shot could be... Chance! They've done it! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Manchester United take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Now it's Lewandowski, and he's on his way! Valverde did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Dani Olmo. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
White. Ball's out once more. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. That's a sharp pass. And that has left him in a heap. Dani Olmo. Now it's Luca Bacchio. He's picked his way through. Luca Bacchio. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And here's Luca Bacchio.
Added time.
And that is out of play. White. Goes in for the header! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Kimpembe kept his eye on it, and he's there. Palmer. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he's going to have his name taken. White. Dani Olmo gets into a good position. Excellent challenge there, uncompromised. And we hit half-time.
Substitution.
And we're underway again.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Gnabry, and the finish!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Lewandowski. Correa. Now the finish! And that has fair fizzed.
Morata just couldn't steer it on target. Everything else was up there.
Kimpembe with the clearance. Paris Saint-Germain different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Oh, that's fabulous. He's had a hit! And more and more and more. And they are pulling clear here. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
Manchester United grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Can he finish? A goal! Oh, flags up, so that won't count.
Is the light very short-lived? The referee's assistant did have his flag up. It might have been close, but it was correct.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. Always onto this. Well, he's ended up in no man's land. That's Valverde. Looking for the runner. Valverde showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rafael Leao. The shot! They've scored! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
Manchester United are having a ball here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down.
It's Lewandowski! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That is a great pick out. And he's managed to get free. Now then, the ball's shapes to shoot. And yes, it's there! And so clear that one side are so much better. The scoreline entirely justified.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't...
Oh, what has happened here? Keeper sees it all the way. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Oh, well played. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Now it's Lukabakio. Lukabakio! And the keeper couldn't hold it. He's put his foot right through that one.
That's an example of the sixth sense of opportunism that many of his ilk show. Masterful anticipation.
Rafael Leao. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Fires from distance. Oh, impressive strike.
Manchester United were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Big chance! Paris Saint-Germain get their fourth corner. Punched away. Modric with... and the header! Keeper always had the measure of that. They're up to 5 corners now. They've played it short. Palmer is there to clear. Partey. And here's Modric. Foot in. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Gnabry, so nearly the perfect ball.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Oh, and he's through the middle. Great ball. Great hit! He scored! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And here's Morata. He can run onto that. Valverde. Now it's Luca Bacchio. Well read, nice interception. Nice sequence of passes this. And he's in on goal. And the shot! It's in!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Paris Saint-Germain playing for pride here. The match surely beyond them. That has not gone well. Lewandowski. Keeper's ball. Time added on 4 minutes. Luca Bacchio. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. Pinches it off him. Modric. Oh no, this does not look good. And here's Lewandowski. And he was alert to it. That's that, the end. Paris Saint-Germain cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off.
I'd like to draw your attention.
What are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
One-sided and only one winner, Peter. The players didn't show enough togetherness and it was weak throughout.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.